All right, this is Coach Levitt. We are going to do some of the problems on the Unit 6 review. I'm not doing all of them. I'm going to do an example of each one so you have the idea. And so we're going to kind of go through there. If you actually want the answers, you can see them on that. I'll have them online as well, so you can kind of see the answers that way if you want to see all the answers. But I'm going to do a video of each graph, and so that way you can see how to do them, and hopefully that'll help. All right, so I've already placed the numbers in order from least to greatest. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but I am. We're doing a stem and leaf first. So this side's the stem, this is the leaf, and you can do it many different ways. Since these are all 2 digits, I'll probably put the tens here and the single digits here. All right, so this one, and like I said, I've already put them in order. All right, so I've already just replaced them in order, so that way it'd be easier for me. This is a 44. And then after we get through doing it, we got to find these right here. All right, so here we go. So we're going to say 10. So we're going to say 1 and 0. That's 11. That's 12. It's 2 13s, a 15, an 18, another 18, a 19. Now, see how it's 20? So we're going to put a 20 there. We'll put a 0. Then it looks like I got 21, 1, 1 again. There's 3 of those. There's 2. There's a 2. Looks like there's 2 23s. Oh, yeah. 2 24s and 1 27. Next one's the 3s. It's 3s, I got 31. I got 2 32s, 1, 2 33s, a 38. And then we got a 42, so it'll be 4 and a 2 and a 4. Now remember, this is the stem and leaf, all right? So then you also need to have a key. So remember, the key shows an example of what we're doing. So I'm going to just say 3 and 1, and that equals 31. So make sure you have a key as well. All right, so now we're going to find the rest of it. State the mean, median, mode, and range. All right, so we're going to try to make room here. All right, so the range is the highest minus the lowest. So it's 44 minus 10, which is 34. The mode is the number that you see the most. It's the most frequent number. So I can look over here and I'm looking to see what number pops up a lot. There's 2 3s there. There's 2 8s there. There's 3 1s here. So that's 3. That looks like it. So it's 21, 21, and 21. So my mode is 21. Excuse me. The median is the middle number. So because I put them from the highest to lowest, it makes it a little bit easier. You can do this, but you'd have to put little dots and kind of work your way through it if you want to. Same thing here. I'm just going to kind of like mark them out. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go backwards here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're getting to the gritty. Looks like we got here. So that one, and it looks like my median is a 22. All right, find the mean. All right, the mean means I have to add them all up and then divide by the numbers. So calculator is your best friend. Since we have the new calculators, hopefully you can do this. It's really helpful because now this is my old TI-83, and in the classroom we have the new the CE. So it's really helpful. So I'm going to type these numbers in, and you can see the numbers as you're typing. So it helps so that you know that you type them in correctly. So pay attention to what you're typing, check your work, make sure you're typing them in. Okay, and I'm on 22. Okay, so I got all typed in. I hit enter, and my number is 627. I don't think I typed something in right. I thought it was a little bit higher. So I'm going to double check my numbers. There's 10, 11, 12, Two, look, there's a 13. I have two 13s. So I didn't do a 13. So see, it's a good thing I catch it. So I'm gonna say plus 13. That looks a little better because I'm used to this number here. All right, so another good strategy is count how many numbers you have entered and count and see how many you got all the same numbers. So count those and then count how many numbers you've entered. That'll be great. And I can tell that I had a different because I've done this a couple of times and I know that I was missing a number. So you can mess up. So make sure you focus on this right here to help you verify that you're typing it in correctly. All right, so I know my number is 640. I got to divide it to find the mean. I got to divide it by how many numbers I have. So I'm just going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So I'm going to hit divide by 27. There's my answer, 23.7, 0, 0, blah, 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 blah. This is a bunch of numbers. We only want 23.7. So we're just going to say the mean. So we're going to write the mean here. And we're going to say it's 23.7. Okay, so we're going to put 23.7. And that's how you do it. That's how you do the stem and leaf. And that's how you find the mean, mean, mode for all this. All right, I am not doing this because it's the same process. So now let's talk about the dot plot. The dot plot, if you look down below, I've already put the numbers in order. I think it's easier just to put the numbers in order. And then I just went ahead and made my numbers that I have. I have 59, I have a 70, 74. So I kind of like scattered them out where I could see it. And a dot plot, all you're going to do is just put the numbers, how many numbers you got. So 59, I have one of those. So I'm going to put an X right here. 70, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So I'll put 4 dots. 74, I have 3. 75 is 1. 81 is 1. 83 is 1. 84 is 1. 88 is 1. 89 is 2. 93 is 3. And 94 is 1. There we go. Now it says state the mean, median, mode, and range. All right, so range again is the highest minus the lowest. So it looks like I have 94 minus 59. So let's just take my calculator. It's a very simple process. So clear it, say 94 minus 59, and I get an answer of 35. Okay, so 94 minus 8, so this is 35. All right, my mode is the number I see the most. You look which one has the most X's, and it looks like 70. Median is the middle number. And again, since these are so nicely placed, you can just kind of like go through here and just kind of find the middle number. You can do the same thing we did before. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And look, it looks like 81 is my number. All right. And so that looks like about right. All right. So then the next one is the, see, we did mean, median, mode, and now we do mean. Again, mean is where I add them all up. So I'm just going to add them all up. Remember, watch what you input as you type it. I use a finger to kind of guide myself so I know. I've done 3 of them. I got 4 of these to do. I can type right. And 2 74s. Oh, see, typed it in wrong. You really have to watch this when you type it in because your fingers will hit the wrong button or something, especially if you're in a hurry. So take your time, type it in correctly. So I got it in. I got 10, 14, 30. Okay, see my numbers here. So I'm gonna count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm assuming I have 18. So I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Or count again because I thought I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 19. How many did I count? I thought I counted 18, so I'll check. So I counted 19. All right, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So see, I did miss one. There we go. 59, 7. Let's count these. Maybe I missed one when I wrote it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So no, I did miss one. So 59, 70, 70, 70, 70. There's 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 74, 74, and 74. There's 3 of those. 75, 81, 83, 84. Then I have an 88. That's right. Let's check it. 89, 89 again. 93, 93. Oh, there's 3 93s. That's what threw me off. So I can hit plus 93. That gives me 1520. So it's 1523. And we know there's 19 of them. So divide by 19. And our number is 80.12, not 5. So let's say 80.2. That's how you find the mean. All right, so now we're going to look at a histogram. All right, so if you look at the histogram, I'm going to do number 5 as a histogram. I've already created the frequency table. So create yourself a frequency table. Look at what numbers you have. I have, looks like somewhere between the hundreds to 500s, I think, and maybe not. Oh, yeah, 500s. All right, and you got to do these in the same interval. So look, I'm going to do this one like 100 to 199. If you're doing this one, you might want to start with 10 and go to 19 and then 20 to 29. We don't want to say 100 to 200 and then 200 to 300 because then what if you have 200? You have it in 2 spots. You only can have it in 1 spot. So say 0, I mean, do like a 0 to a 99 type situation. So it's 199, 199, 2 to 299, 300 to 399, 400 to 400. That's how I'm going to do it. So now I'm going to go through this and I'm just going to plot a frequency. So I'm just going to go right down the line. So this is 134. So 134 goes here. 142, it goes here. 143 goes here. 299 goes here. 392 goes here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this, finish this out real quick. Okay, so I've done it. And you and you can kind of see how this is. Now, when you do your line, you want to set up the same intervals. So I'm going to say this from here to here is 100 to 199. From here to here, we're going to say this is 200, and we put dash here to 299. From here to here, we're going to say 300 to 399. Here we'll say 400 to 499. Here we'll say 500 to 599. All right, and normally what we do is we have a graph over here going 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're going to just kind of do it with the space that we have. So you're going to estimate your graph. It's fine to do this. All right, so I know I got 7, so I'm going to say, okay, and 7, I have 7, 8, 9. So, okay, so I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to use this as a rough estimate. I'm going to say this is 7. All right, 8 is just a little higher, so I'm just going to go just a little bit higher, make it look like it is a little higher. That's 8. Next one is a 9, so it's even a little higher. So that's 9. This one's 5, so we're going to estimate 5. Let's see, that's 7 here, so 6. So I'm going to guess 5 right about here. The next one's 2, so I'm going to say halfway is about 2.5. So I'm going to try to go this way and make that 2. And that works. That's the way that'll work that way. All right, last one. I'm going to do, that was for a histogram. So like, remember, this is a histogram as well. All right, and so this one's a box and whiskers. So a box and whiskers, I already placed the numbers in order, and that's how you do it. And you find the median. So the first thing you do is you put them in order from lowest to highest, which I did already. I messed up down here, so I had to redo it. So here we go. First thing is I'm going to find the median. So I'm going to find this in here. Here we go. Here. All right, so I need to know what's between 34 and 35. And hopefully you would say 34.5. That's a 4. So I'm circling it. Now I'm going to start at 34.5. I'm going to count the ones I didn't circle. So 34, I'm going to start with 34 because it's not circled. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to find the middle here. If I can move my fingers in the right spot. All right, so I need to know what's between 27 and 26 and 29. So I add these up and divide them by 2. So I'm going to take my calculator. I'm going to say 26 plus 29. And now I'm going to hit enter and divide it by 2. And you should see it's 27.5. So this will be 27.5. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Remember, this 34 is my middle, so I'm going to target 3. I said 34. It's 35, so I'm going to take 35 and do it this way. And it looks like, did I really right? Let's see here. Make sure my fingers are right. Here, and it looks like it's between 39 and 40, so which would make it 39.5. Okay, so now I'm going to make my box and whiskers. So I'm going to make my little number line. I'm between 20 and 45, so I'm going to say this is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Now, notice I just did that. If you, like these, try to make it as best as you can. All right, so the first number is a 21. The lowest number is a 21, so we're going to put a dot at 21. All right, the first is 2750, so I'm going to go where 2750 is. It's 26, it's 27, 27.5 is right there. And I'll put a line on this one. This is 34.5, so that's right here. And 39.5 is just before 40, so I'm going to put it right here and put a line. And then my biggest number is 43, so this is 40, 41, 42, 43, so it goes here. So you connect the ones in the 3 in the middle like this. It makes like a bar. That's when you put the lines there. And then we put the whiskers. This is called a box and whiskers. A lot of times they call them box plots now, but this is how you do it. All right, so now you got it, and this looks beautiful, doesn't it? This is the median. Remember, this is the first quartile. First quartile starts here. I mean, when you write the quartile, so look, it's asking Q1. So this is the first quartile. Notice it breaks it down into 4 sections, okay? And this is the first quartile, so I'm going to go here. This is my at 27.5, so my Q1 is 27.5. It's usually this guy here. My third quartile, that's my median. Or that's your second quartile, but we don't want that. Here's the median, so we do want that. So that is 34.5. My third quartile is going to be 39. That's this dot line here. So it's at 39.5. And then my fourth quartile is here. All right, the range is the highest minus the lowest. So my highest number is 43 minus 21. So if I was to subtract that, the answer would be 22. The interquartile range is the quartile 3 minus the quartile 1. It's the end of these boxes, so you can kind of see where it is. And if we did it right, you're just going to take these two and subtract them. So it's 39.5 minus 27.5. So if I subtract those, I think I get about 12. Upper extreme is the highest number we have. It's called the upper extreme. That's a little point right there. So all you got to do is say, what's the highest number? And you can see it's right there, 43. The lowest extreme is the lowest number. It's that guy right there. All right, so that is 21. And there it is. And that's how you do that. And so that's how you find everything. And again, this one's done the exact same way. I'm not going to do it, but like I said, it's done the exact same way. But that's how you do all of these.